Hello everybody, welcome to this. This is PWME's Evolve 64, 65, 66 and 67 match cards / preview show. Today I'm your host LK from ProWrestling.me and KocoSports.net. Let's get straight to it, let's get on to the show. We have Evolve 64, which takes place today at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. They have a WWE Cruiserweight Classic Spotlight match featuring Zack Sabre Jr. and TJ Perkins. That's going to be an absolute fabulous match. I'm looking forward to checking that out and reviewing it for this channel. That is just going to be off the chart technical wise. I think the first 10 minutes is just going to be technical clinic. Really good match, looking forward to that. Johnny Gargano versus Cedric Alexander. Another match it's a complete different style from the Zack Sabre Jr. Perkins match, but I think that's what makes these shows special. You know, there is so many different various styles. Like you have the Timothy Thatcher style, you have the Roddy Strong style, you have the Drew Galloway style, you have the Gargano and Alexander style. But one thing I like is they don't do style versus style. They have where they're the same style. And I think that's going to be good. Looking forward to Gargano and Alexander, and I think that's going to be another awesome match. And if you're a fan of Alexander and Gargano from the Cruiserweight Classic, I think you should definitely check out and purchase this event. We also have a grudge match between Drew Galloway and Drew Gulak. Speaking of comparing styles, Drew Gulak is more of a technical-based guy, obviously from Strong Point. You have Drew Galloway from TNA, that brawler style. Sometimes style clashes work, sometimes they don't. This could be okay. I'm not expecting much. I'm expecting to be a physical brawl because both men are big guys. Not big as in fat, I mean big as in tall, muscular. I think it could be a good match. Looking forward to it. We have a special attraction match. You have Roddy Strong versus Matt Riddle. You guys know I'm not a fan of Matt Riddle because for the simple point of, he is a former UFC or a former mixed martial arts guy. I don't know what his record was. I don't know if he was successful. I don't know if he lost every fight. I don't know. And quite frankly, I don't give a shit. In my opinion, if you choose to do MMA fighting first, that means your true passion, your unalterated, divided attention for your whole childhood, for your whole teenage years, is to become an MMA fighter. He has now decided to do professional wrestling after doing MMA, and that fucks me off when I see guys who are former football players who then turn wrestlers. No, if you want to be a pro wrestler, you should want to be it from the get-go, from your early childhood, and then you should pursue your dream and become a professional wrestler. Not say, oh, I really want to be a football player, and then say, oh, you know what, I wouldn't mind trying wrestling. You shouldn't want to try it, you should love it from the moment you are born. My opinion, might be wrong, but that's just my opinion, I'm entitled to it. Then we have the Evolve Championship on the lines. You have Timothy Thatcher, the champion, defending against my boy from England, Marty Scurll. I think that could be a great match. I think they might have had a match before in the past. I know I've been on a show where both have been on the match cards at a Revolution Pro Wrestling event early in February. Thatcher faced Zack Sabre Jr. What a match that was. And then Scurll faced Will Ospreay and Pete Dunne. All three of them involved in the PWG Battle of Los Angeles tournament, which is I'm looking forward to as well this year. Moving on to tomorrow's Evolve 65, and obviously, it depending on when you watch this, I'll just say July 17th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. There's a double main event. It looks fucking awesome. This looks like a fucking awesome match. We have a catch point open tryout. We have Drew Gulak, hot sauce. You know, guys, I love that hot sauce. If he has merch somewhere, I can check that out. Maybe when I get paid. And Fred Yehai versus To Be Determined. Interesting to see who that could be. Then we have a special attraction match. Marty Scurll versus Matt Riddle. Come on, Marty Scurll, rooting for Marty in that one. Then we have a Cruiserweight Classic Spotlight match. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Tony Nese. My boy Tony Nese. You guys know I'm a huge mark for one Mr. Tony Nese. I think the guy has it. He looks great. His promos are okay to be worked upon. His character to be okay worked upon. But he has the basics, the fundamentals to become a mega star in this business. We have another Cruiserweight Classic Spotlight match. You have Tommaso Ciampa versus Cedric Alexander. Fuck me, that sounds like a match worth the price of the event itself. That sounds off the fucking charts. Then we have main event number 1. The final showdown. Drew Galloway versus Johnny Gargano. That could be... I'm not really looking forward to that, even though I like the story being built, and this has been built over the past few months, really, at the Evolve shows. I'm just not really a fan of it. And I'm not really interested in it, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. But each of their own, I guess, each of their own. Their main event number 1, the main event for the Evolve Championship. If Timothy Thatcher is the champion, it's Timothy Thatcher defending against TJP. That's TJ Perkins. God, what a year for TJ Perkins, making the transition from Impact to Evolve and the Indies. And now to the Cruiserweight Classic, now in the main event of Evolve 65 tomorrow. Going to be crazy. And also, I'm going to give you a preview of matches that could take place. Obviously, I'm going to break you down the August events, so they could change. Just say you're listening to this in August, it could change depending on if someone gets signed, someone gets injured. It could change. So don't take my word for it, but I'm telling you now, if you're listening to this in the month of July, these are the matches set. Evolve 66 and Evolve 67. So we'll go Evolve 66 first because we're not morons. August 19th in Maryland. So we have Cody Rhodes. He will be available for pictures and autographs only. But then he will be in a special challenge match against Zack Sabre Jr. This company just pulling rabbits out of their hat, left, right, and centre here. We have a Cruiserweight Classic Spotlight match for TJ Perkins versus Cedric Alexander. You know, that match I'm not expecting to be great. I'm expecting to be very good. No mistakes. I'm expecting crisp wrestling. It could be okay. Then Drew Gulak versus Tony Nese. That could be interesting. It's very rare to see Gulak against a guy much smaller than him. Could be interesting. And then Timothy Thatcher, if still Evolve champion, obviously, a no-holds-barred match against Matt Riddle. Interesting. Matt Riddle really moving up the card. And then Evolve 67 in August the 20th in Brooklyn. What a coincidence. Brooklyn, very smart. Brooklyn. What will happen at Brooklyn? NXT. What will happen at Brooklyn? SummerSlam. Smart booking, smart decision to go there. We have Cody Rhodes also being available for pictures and autographs if you're there live. We have 4 matches announced so far. God. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Cedric Alexander. That sounds fucking awesome. Tommy fucking End versus Matt Riddle. Could be good. Cody Rhodes versus Chris Hero. Fuck me sideways. That sounds absolutely awesome. And Timothy Thatcher versus Drew Gulak. If Thatcher's still champion, even if he's not. Thatcher Gulak. That style is so similar. That would be, if you're a fan of just pure technical mat-based wrestling, which Evolve is famous for and renounced for, that could be the match of the whole 2-month period that I'm talking about. And I'm shooting with you guys. I think that could be fucking awesome. Especially if it's for the title. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this. Make sure you leave a like, make sure you leave a comment, make sure you smash it. Don't hit it, smash it. That subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay well. And I apologise this isn't on video. It's just right now I'm sat in my bedroom without a shirt on, and I don't think anyone wants to see that. Well, if you do, you know, each to their own, as I touched on earlier. Yeah, and I apologise, it's not the best audio quality either. You might hear a rrrr if you turn it up too loud. That's because I'm using the old black mic, because like I said, I'm in my bedroom and I'm not unplugging the mic from in the office. So thank you very much. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay safe, stay well, because there's a fucking fucked up world out there, and this shit needs to stop. Believe it's just disgusting. Shame on anyone involved. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay safe, stay well. From LK, stay safe, stay well once again, and I'll catch your asses down the line.